dice, celebrities, chance, glory, dice tournament. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Dice Tournament 11. And just because I'm so good at producing a live show, we are going to, is the window open? Do we have it? Do we have this? Allow me, this is Dice Tournament 11, so allow me to, with the help of Stranger Things music, on the eve or on the day that Stranger Things ends, I'm going to take a page from their book and tell you a story about Dice Tournament. 10 champions. The very first Dice Tournament champion was from London, England, Amelia de Moldenberg. The next champion was from Akron, Ohio, a boy named LeBron James. Our third champion from Syracuse, New York was Tom Cruise. Our fourth champion from Spain, Rosalía. Our fifth champion from the underworld, Cali. Our sixth champion was from Pakistan, Malala Yousafzai. Our seventh champion was Barney. Our eighth champion was Margaret Atwood from Ottawa, Canada. Our ninth champion was Joan of Arc from France. And our 10th champion from Atlanta, Georgia was Anthony Edwards. And here we are, folks, at Dice Tournament 11. Who will win? God, can we get a round of applause? I mean, that is freaking good timing. It's good everything. Thanks for being here. I am live on YouTube, live on Rumble, potentially Kick, and potentially Stitch. Sorry, Twitch. It said it was connecting. I don't know if it did. If it did, that's really beautiful. And I hope people watch there. But if not, it's okay. I'm here to have fun, and that's kind of the point of this. It is a question of who will win. There is a question. There's going to be a winner. There's 36 players, but only one is going to be Dice Tournament champion. We've had 10 champions. They've all been different. Will we get the first two-time champion tonight? Maybe. Will 11 win Dice Tournament 11? Maybe. Will we have fun? Yeah. Because actually that's what I'm after. The reason I'm doing this is because I read a book by Shaka Senghor called How to Be Free. And he recommended play to move past insecurity and fear in your life. And I feel like there's a lot of ways that I haven't known who to be or how to be in the world. And as a kid, something I used to do for fun was I'd play by myself. I would set up a bracket with my friends and celebrities, and I'd flip a quarter, and I would tell myself a story about the drama and matchups and things, and that was really fun for me. And so here I am as an adult. I do video work for a living, and so I'm trying to merge this fun with a skill. Maybe I'll be the next Sean Evans. Maybe I'll delete all these out of shame. Nah, probably not. But the truth is I don't care. I don't care, and I do care. I'm chasing capitalist endeavors. I would love to get paid for this. Apparently it's a good day for manifestation, so not Stranger Things music. Stranger Things music doesn't do it, but who knows? Maybe there's money out there. I want to be creative and expressive and have fun, and so I hope you do as well. So let me tell you how this is going to work. First, the rules. Okay, so we got a little bit of an issue already, folks. We're going to be okay. All right, here's the rules. Highest rolled dice wins. It is a single elimination tournament. 3 players are eliminated every tournament, and the final series is a best of 3 series. Since this is Dice Tournament 11, and we are focusing on ones, who will be number 1? We're flipping the script tonight. It's not the highest rolled dice. It is the lowest rolled dice. So 1 is now your best roll, and 6 is your worst roll. We're getting crazy, y'all. We're getting crazy. Yeah. Okay, so let's get on with it. So here's the rules. Who will win? We are going to answer that question. And actually, I have this secret hope that at 11:11, we will crown the 11th Dice Tournament champion. I need something more exciting than this music, but it's all that I got queued up right now. I don't need no Bluetooth speaker. That's a little high. I don't need no Bluetooth speaker. I am using real samples of music, but I am pitching them an octave higher in hopes of avoiding copyright infringement. And you will also notice, which let's take a look at our bracket, and while we do, we can talk about this. But you know what's not fun? Being afraid. And I get afraid about using people's images in videos. And so what I did is I'm now altering these people's appearance by adding dice to their faces. So it is a caricature of the person. It is not Tom Cruise competing. If you think this is Tom Cruise, you got it all wrong. It's not Tom Cruise. But he is in the bracket, to my girlfriend's chagrin. But here we go. I'm going to show you how this is going to work. We're going to show a different camera here. This is the setup. Above my head is a tube where our dice will roll down our tube into this slide into the field, which is the hexagon down below, and you will see who wins. It's going to be exciting. I guarantee it. And by the end, we're going to have an answer to who will win. And so if you turned in because of that amazing clickbait, thank you. Actually, the impressions on my YouTube page have been going up and up, but I got to tell you, Rumble gets me more views. Twitch had an error. Farts, man. Twitch had an error. Kick is restarting. Kick is a bummer. If you're on Kick, go to YouTube. Failed to connect to server. I'm going to try to connect to Twitch one more time. It says it's connecting. It says it's connecting. Come on, baby. You can do it. You can do it. It still says it's connecting. It still says it's connecting. I don't need no Bluetooth speaker. We don't need a Bluetooth speaker. We need a Twitch connection. It still says it's connecting. I'm going to leave it alone. If you're on Kick, come join us on YouTube. Twitch failed. Part of the reason I do this, or something I've learned recently, I work with Muslims and they talk a lot about getting 1% better every time, to learn from your failures and to get 1% better. I've been trying to get better at this presentation, this game, because who knows? This is fun for me. If me having fun could make me money in the world, what a beautiful thing. Isn't that really, frankly, all of our freaking desire? To just like be able to have fun and live a comfortable life. I don't need no Bluetooth speaker. I don't need a Bluetooth speaker, but I'd like one. And so subscribe. If you're on any of these channels, Rumble, YouTube, subscribe. Hit me in the chat. Let's get this going. We can turn it into something real, because frankly, this can be sport. In the same way that the NFL goes live and we all watch and things, we could be watching a guy in his room alone playing with dice. I mean, you are. I am. I don't think anybody's here. But those impressions, though, hey, did you hear about those? I don't need no Bluetooth speaker. I don't need a Bluetooth speaker. That's for sure. Okay, so we're going to go to our first matchup, which is Princess Peach, Tom Cruise, and Anthony Edwards. Princess Peach, Tom Cruise, and Anthony Edwards. Let's see if we can get this queued up here so you all can see what we're working with here. Here's what it'll look like on this screen. You can see this. And so what you'll notice with Tom Cruise is I have manipulated his face. He's now just a dice. Anthony Edwards looks a little bit more like Anthony Edwards. He's holding his dice. Princess Peach has little dice over her eyes. And so I'm trying to be copyright compliant, because I've been doing video work for a long time, and I use music I shouldn't. I add in sound effects I didn't pay for, things of this nature, and that caused a lot of anxiety in my life. And so if I'm going to keep doing this dice tournament, I don't want to one day be like, oh my God, all this stuff. And so I'm trying to do it fun. I'm trying to do it. That's basketball. I'm trying to do it legally. And so I don't get in trouble. And so, in case you didn't know, Anthony Edwards plays basketball. Peach is from Mario, and Tom Cruise is a Scientologist. We are an interreligious, interspecies, intergender, interbinary sport. Anyone can compete, even Scientologists. So the Scientologist is white and black. Anthony Edwards is purple, and Princess Peach is blue. But we are having a technical issue on the field, so we're going to go to a jingle and fix this camera. Bear with me 1 second. 52% battery. The game is Will It Make It? All right, here we go. Princess Peach, Tom Cruise, Anthony Edwards, roll number 1 of Dice Tournament 11. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not basketball, but we're going to play the song anyway. That's a Tom Cruise victory. Tom Cruise is a formidable opponent. He's very high in the stats. And so, frankly, you know, I didn't even pull up the stats. Maybe we'll get around to that later. But let's go back to the bracket because I want to show you one thing. As we mentioned at the top, 3 people are going to be eliminated every tournament. So I'm about to shake 2 dice, a red dice for the right side, a blue dice for the left side. Red is right. And it is going to determine which of these brackets is up for elimination. Going to the field, red is right, blue is left. All right, we got a 1 and a 6. You can't see that. You're not even looking at the field. Okay, so red is right, and that's a 6. And blue is a 1. So here we go. Red, right. The 6th side, which is this one. Bear with me here, folks. I'm going to ungroup. So, unfortunately, I'm not able to figure it out right this minute, but the LeBron James, Frida Kahlo, and Malala Yousafzai, this bottom right bracket, those folks are up for elimination, as well as the number 1 bracket, which is Princess Peach, Tom Cruise, and Anthony Edwards. And so Tom Cruise has moved on. And so Anthony Edwards and Princess Peach are now moving to the elimination bracket, which means they might be eliminated and or they might be going to the finals. Stay tuned for that. I'm not gonna move these guys right this minute, but I am gonna get ready for our next matchup, which is gonna be Barney, Margaret Atwood, and Bobby Lee. Barney, Margaret Atwood, and Bobby Lee.
Jesus, I love me, yes, I know.
Jesus loves me. Thanks, Bobby. Here we go. Bobby Lee is gray. Margaret Atwood is yellow, and Barney is white speckled. Here we go. Roll number 1 for them. Coming in, we got a 1, we got a 3, we got a 5, which means our winner is...
Hello, I'm Margaret Atwood.
Margaret Atwood. Margaret Atwood moves on. Margaret Atwood and Tom Cruise will take each other on. And those, if you paid attention during the intro, are 2 Dice Tournament champions. And so it's heating up, folks. We got 2 champions going up against each other in this start of the second round. And so that's going to be some good action. Our next matchup is Caitlin Clark, who is a new competitor, Yao Ming, and Beyonce. So Beyonce is in a group with a bunch of people who play.
Basketball.
Yeah, basketball. Okay, so Caitlin Clark is white. Yao Ming is kind of a bony looking dice, and Beyonce is a white speckled dice. Let's get down the field for roll number 1 between these 3. Here we go. That is 3-3-3. We got a good old-fashioned... It's not a double tie. It's not a double tie, guys. But it is a triple tie. But if there's another tie, I'm going to play that same transition next time. So here we go. Another rule about tie is even if you have it at a lower dice than the tie, you still get to compete in the reroll. Dice tournament is wild. Guys, we were going to start at 1. We were going to go for 1s. Oh my God. I might have to watch the replay back. I might have to watch the replay back and see what the heck. What? How are we going to do this? Okay, so they were tied at 3. Oh my gosh, I've made a huge mistake. But this can be remedied, and it's going to be. And so what we're going to do is we're going to watch. You're going to watch with me. This is going to be great. If you've already watched, you're going to be like, what are we watching the same thing over for? And in case you didn't hear me, because I didn't do it right. Oh my. Okay, so here we go. Screen. Okay, here we go. This is it. We're gonna go back to, okay, Tom Cruise. Our dice will roll down our tube. How you rumble connecting. Guys, so sorry to learn from your failures. Anybody's here. Scientologist. We are an interreligious, interspecies, intergender, interbinary sport. Anyone can compete, even Scientologists. So the Scientologist is white and black. This is where we had a freaking we had a freaking camera error here, guys. This is not going smooth, but it's okay, folks. I'm going to Princess Peach, Tom Cruise, and Anthony Edwards. And so Tom Cruise has moved on, and so Anthony Edwards. No, we need to go back to the dice, guys. Right, thanks for bearing with me. Is right, blue is left. All right, we got a 1 and a 6. The game is Will It Make It? All right, here we go. Princess Peach, Tom Cruise, Anthony Edwards. Roll number 1 of Dice Tournament 11. We're watching again. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not basketball, but we're going to play the song anyway. 2-2-6. Guys, that's a Tom Cruise victory. That's not a Tom Cruise victory, but Tom Cruise is still alive because it was a 2-2-6. And so I deleted. You can see that the board's been fixed. But we need to go to a reroll. And just to remind everybody, this is also for elimination. And so if I'm honest with you, I kind of want Tom Cruise out of here. But the guy just keeps freaking winning. So here we go. This is a reroll of the first bracket because there was a tie. And we're going to have to figure out Barney, Margaret Atwood, and Bobby Lee after this. But here we go, folks. A reroll down to the field for to fix our mistakes is what we're doing. We learned we made a mistake, and now we're going to re-roll it. Here we go. Peach, Tom Cruise, Anthony Edwards. A little user error there. We're coming down. 4, 6. Okay, Anthony Edwards is looking good. But I want to get this camera in a different spot. So we had a loose dice, which is problematic. But I wanted to put this camera here because I thought that could be a little fun, give you something a little different, a little something extra. So here we go. That gives you a little bit of the vantage point from the top of the channel. So I'm going to start there so you can see it coming down, and then we're going to cut to the field and see if Peach can pull the first jackass. Here we go. Roll number 1 or whatever. She knocks 1, but she does not knock Anthony Edwards. But guys, it's the lowest dice. This is problematic. I am so, what is it? I'm on autopilot. But now Anthony Edwards and Tom Cruise are moving to the elimination bracket, which on one hand is a really big bummer because I just updated their frickin' what do you call these, icons, so they'd be legal. And now I might be deleting them. But what happens in that bottom bracket is they will be a team against another team. The team from the Frida Kahlo, Malala Yousafzai side, LeBron. Which, by the way, those are some heavy hitters. We're losing a lot of heavy hitters today, folks. Dice Tournament 11 is not for the weak of heart. That is for sure. That is for sure. But Princess Peach, I don't know if she pulled a jackass there, but she did come in with the lowest dice. And so congratulations, Princess Peach. We're going to go back to... Oh, no. So now we got to go back to watching Barney and Margaret Atwood. So here we go. Here we go, folks. We're watching this roll over to fix our mistake here. Not even looking at the field. Okay, so red is right in that cycle. Here we go. Roll number 1 for them. Coming in, we got a 1. We got that's Barney. We got a 5. That's Barney. Barney. Barney is a champion. Wow, so we got Barney and Peach. It went from 2 champions. Whatever. It's okay. This is happening the way it's supposed to. Dice Tournament 11, it's better than the original. Okay. Let's keep moving on here. So, no, that's screen. Okay, so let's get down the field for our next matchup, which is going to be Caitlin Clark, Beyonce, and Yao Ming. Did I roll this one? Guys, I gotta go back to the freaking thing again. This is confusing. We're gonna go back to... In case you didn't hear me, because I didn't do it right. Okay, Okay, so it was a tie. 3-3. We got a good old-fashioned... All right, so I don't know. We're gonna re-roll for this one. There was a tie for these folks, and we're running it again. Here we go. Caitlin Clark, Beyonce, Yao Ming. Low roll wins, folks. Lowest roll wins. We got a 3, we got a 1, we got a 6. That is going to be Beezus. Beyonce. She took down all the players of... All right, Beyonce's moving on. But Beyonce definitely needs some music. I need to get some music up. I didn't make any adjustments to music. I went heavy on music for Dice Tournament 10. Dice Tournament 11, I went heavy into the design of the icons. I made that video of where all the champions are. I'm pretty excited about that. I want to get some champions from other parts of the world. Once again, if you want to see that, we can go show that just to you know refresh us all on where the champions have been. It's a lot of the Western world, but we're trying to be an international sport. We lost Shohei Ohtani, our Japanese competitor, a couple rounds back, but we do have some folks coming in that are pretty exciting. Let's go to our replacement pool. Can we pull that up? Here's our replacement pool. Deepika Padukone, a Bollywood actress. Shaft, Catwoman, Kanan representing Africa. Ariana Grande, I don't know where she's from. Timothy Chalamet, don't know where he's from. Captain Crunch, dude's from... I'm in America, frankly. It's sugary cereal. But who knows? Maybe he's got an origin story from somewhere else. But that, I don't know. So let's get back to it, folks. Who's going to win? We don't know. Oh, those are the rules again. We don't need that. We just need this. So we're at John Cena, Drewski, and Ali Wong. John Cena, Drewski.
It's time for John Cena to...
What's it time for John to do?
It's time for John Cena to step up and break through.
To step up and break through. So let's see if he can do it. John Cena is the orange dice. You can see his orange head there. I think it's really cute. Or something. Drewski is green. He doesn't need a Bluetooth speaker. Ali Wong is red. Let's see how this goes, folks. Low dice wins 4-3-1. That's a Drewski victory. Drewski coming in with the 1 to wrap it up. Drewski is taking on Beyonce, and that should be pretty good.
I don't need no Bluetooth speaker.
All right, who are we going to next? We got Venus, Muhammad Ali, and Joan of Arc. I just learned that Joan of Arc is from France in my creation of the opening intro video. And that's cool. I have a friend, Francois, who's from France. Francois, if you're out there, love you, bro. And glad to have representation from all over the world. And so here we go. Solid red dice is Ali Wong. The clear red dice is Venus. And Muhammad Ali is blue. Muhammad Ali is known for his, what is it called? It's the...
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Low man wins. Is it going to be...
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
It is a tie, but Ali Wong actually came in at the lowest with a 1. I'm so sorry. That was not Ali Wong. That was Joan of Arc. Forgive me. Ali Wong was from the last round. So Joan of Arc advances. We have another champion advancing in Dice Tournament 11. And there is not champions in this next bracket, but there are some heavy freaking hitters. We got Heath Ledger, we got Will Smith, and we got...
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass.
Johnny Knoxville. Okay, Johnny Knoxville is the stars. His dice have stars on them. Will Smith is red, and Heath Ledger is... let's show you real quick. He is this white dice, which has kind of like circular... It's not full dots. It's kind of just like a patchy, or I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call it, folks. But here we go. Roll number 1. Heath Ledger, Will Smith, Johnny Knoxville. Low dice wins. I'm doing that to remind myself because it's hard to remember. And so far, Heath Ledger is in at 1. And that's good because Heath Ledger is Australian. And we don't have an Australian champion yet. So, you know, I'm a big fan of spreading the love around. I like that we haven't had a 2-time champion yet. Shows that it's a, what is it called? There's a lot of parity in the sport. Anybody can win at any time. So Johnny Knoxville, known for his jackass, which is to knock the opponent's dice. So if he can pull a jackass off here on Heath Ledger, he could end up pulling this out. So also, Johnny Knoxville's dice, the 1 is represented by an army man. Wow. I don't know what game this is from, but it's pretty good. Here we go. Johnny Knoxville coming in, trying to become the lowest dice. He's not able to do it. He stays. And so Heath Ledger is going to move on to take on Joan of Arc. And that's it for the left-hand side of the bracket. We're going to move on to the right-hand side. And our first matchup on the right-hand side is going to be Amelia de Moldenberg, Simone Biles, and Bad Bunny. So Amelia de Moldenberg, I actually had a clip of her pulled up. And so... I don't anymore. Oh, I do. Because you know what? Amelia de Moldenberg won. She won Dice Tournament 1. And so to bring us all back and to show us how far we've come, ladies and gentlemen, the final roll from Dice Tournament 1. I'm actually wearing the same shirt, but I don't know where that hat went. So I'm a little sad. But here we go. Dice Tournament 1. Let's see how it wrapped up. But it comes down to the final roll. Johnny Knoxville versus Amelia de Moldenberg. God, it's so hard to talk with these headphones on. Here we go. The final roll. Wow. Amelia de Moldenberg. That's hard to see. Congrats. I mean, who's the producer on that show? Can those people on their phone even see those dice? Probably not. That's why we get better. 1%. 1. It's all about ones. All right, here we go. Heath Ledger won. We're going to our next roll, which is Amelia de Moldenberg, the very first champion of Dice Tournament. She was also in the finals of Dice Tournament 4 and Dice Tournament 5. But frankly, since we've switched to threesomes, Amelia de Moldenberg has not even got out of the first round. It's been rough for her. And she's got an amazing opponent, Simone Biles, 7-time gold medalist, and the ever so popular Ba buddy ba ba. All right, Bad Bunny is green. Amelia de Moldberg is clear, and Simone Biles is black and gray. Without further ado, we're gonna get down to the field and see how this shakes out. Roll number 1, Bad Bunny, Amelia de Moldberg, Simone Biles. We got a 4-4 and a 5, which means that is what we here at Dice Tournament call a tie. And so that means it's going to be a re-roll. And so luckily enough for Amelia de Moldberg, she still included low dice wins, folks. Low dice wins. We got a 2, we got a 5, and a 4, which means, as if it was meant to me, Amelia de Moldberg gets her first victory since Dice Tournament 5. Maybe the switching up of the icons was just what Amelia needed. And here's Amelia singing.
Only fools rush in.
She did rush in to her Dice Tournament career. She rushed in fast and hot. She's slowed down since, but who knows? Dice Tournament 11 could be the comeback. But Bunny, so sorry. Up next is Oliver Tree, Nauchka, and everyone's favorite entrance music. And so, if you've been paying attention, Stone Cold now has a new dice. He's had dice reconstruction surgery. He's now a black dice. Nauchka is the green dice. And Oliver Tree is the white and colorful dice. Here we go, roll number 1. As if the music called it, Stone Cold with a solid 1 right there to take down Oliver Tree and Nauchka. So Stone Cold will meet the formidable and highly touted Amelia de Moldberg in the second round. All right, so here we go. Speaking of, ooh, we got something good coming up here. Let me get that freaking music pulled up, huh? Our next matchup features Joe Rogan. It features Bob Marley. And it features Amelia de Moldberg. I am having trouble finding Bob's. There it is. Amelia de Moldberg is, 11. 11 is a clear dice. It's kind of a cloudy clear. So I can't click and hold this freaking music button, but we got a clear dice, we got a blue dice, and a black dice. This is roll number 1. That went too long. Anyway, Stranger Things. It ended tonight, and I put 11 in for that reason. And it also ended tonight, and that show was on for a long time. I don't remember when it started, but me and my kids were like hooked. I don't know if it was like from the beginning, but like early on, it was like really part of popular culture, and it stuck. My son, he lost us a couple weeks back, so he didn't actually watch the final, but me and my daughter watched it, and it was really beautiful. And frankly, TV is nice even just for a connection piece. So in some ways, I'm sad that it's over, because me and my daughter would watch it together, and I like hanging out with her. Speaking of, I gotta get her in this freaking dice tournament. Her entrance, which was her mother, has been eliminated. My son's was Anthony Edwards, and he's up for elimination tonight. Here we go. Joe Rogan, Bob Marley, and 11. Good luck, competitors. That's going to be a Bob Marley victory. 11, you will go on. You will not be eliminated, but you have been eliminated from Dice Tournament 11. Bob Marley moves on to the round of 12. And let's go to our next matchup, which is going to be Morticia Addams, Kali, and Crazy Horse. I have music for all 3 of those. It's like, who are you going to play? And I'm going to play Kali's. Kali's is a custom mix. Kali, the Hindu goddess of death. Morticia Addams of Addams Family fame, and Crazy Horse, the Lakota warrior. Crazy Horse is purple, Callie is black and red, and Morticia Addams is gray and yellow. So here we go, folks. Let's get down to the field and see how these folks do. Low dice wins. Keep reminding yourself, low dice wins. We got a 3, 3, and a 5, which means we have what we in the business call a tie. And so there's going to be a reroll. Lucky for Morticia. She still gets to participate because a tie means everyone gets to reroll. Here we go, folks. Roll number 2. And we got a jumper. We got a 5 and a 3. So we got to find the jumper real quick. Bear with me. All right, it is Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse coming in. Roll number 2. Can he pull a jackass? No, he doesn't pull the jackass, but he does pull a 1, which means Crazy Horse will move on to the round of 12. And that's, I believe, Crazy Horse's first advancement in dice tournaments. So, in honor of that, let's get a little bit of powwow here. All right, Sabrina Carpenter is up next versus Rosalía. Sabrina Carpenter is pink, the pink dice. Rosalía is a big black dice, and AOC is black with red. I think they call them dots. There's a word for it. Nibs, something like that. If anybody's in the chat, let's see. Is anybody in the chat? 3 subscribers. Game of dice and gaming. 1 is watching. Oh, that's me probably. Tiger Belly. Oh no, this is Dice Tournament 1. Okay. Oh no, this is Dice Tournament 11. Tiger Belly. White Dad Life. Number 1. Oh, I did that before I even started. All right, so I'm going to type into the chat who I think is going to win. I'm not going to show you, but I am going to type it in. Here we go. Yeah. All right. So I just chatted for myself, and we'll see if I was right. I can't cheat, y'all. All right, here we go. Rosalía, the Motomami, Sabrina Carpenter, and AOC. We got a 5 to 4.
Motomami.
A 5 to 4. We got a jumper here. Where did it go? The last dice is problematic. All right, here comes AOC. So far, Sabrina Carpenter is in at 4. And if AOC can sneak under that, she does. AOC advances with a 1, the high dice for Dice Tournament 11. Because 1s are hot tonight. 1s are hot. And so here we go. We are at our elimination threesome, which is LeBron James, Frida Kahlo, and Malala Yousafzai. Malala is the clear yellow dice. Frida Kahlo is blue dice. It's really hard to see, but her eyes are dice. I probably should add a dice for her. And LeBron is yellow for the Lakers. And of course, if you didn't know, LeBron James plays basketball. So here we go. Low dice wins. And the other 2 are up for elimination. Let's see how this goes. Roll number 1, we got a 4, we got a 5, we got a 6. LeBron James wins. Whew. That's heavy. Frida Kahlo, I don't know if this is her first freaking dice tournament, but man, if she gets eliminated on her first dice tournament, I'm going to be sad. And Malala Yousafzai, she's my only Pakistani, she's my only hijabi. Guys, we are really at risk of losing some beautiful people. And here it is. This is how it goes. This is the elimination bracket. You can see it here on the... Tom Cruise and Anthony Edwards are teaming up against Frida Kahlo and Malala Yousafzai. Whichever team has the lower combined score is eliminated. So Tom Cruise is the white dice. Anthony Edwards is purple. Frida Kahlo is blue. Malala Yousafzai is clear yellow. Here we go. Competitors, it is the lowest total. The lowest total advances. We got a 4, we got a 4, we got a 5 and a 6. So I think that, okay. Tom Cruise and Anthony Edwards got a 10. Malala Yousafzai and Frida Kahlo got a 9. Which means Malala Yousafzai and Frida Kahlo are moving on to what is the last chance to be eliminated. It's sad to see my son's player go, but frankly, we have a lot of people that play. And so, sorry, Anthony Edwards, you're out of here. And Tom Cruise, the only Scientologist, has been eliminated. He's a great competitor. He won Dice Tournament 3, but now he's been eliminated. So here we go. It's either going to be Frida Kahlo or Malala Yousafzai. One of these powerful females is going home. Who's it going to be? One of them is going to the finals of Dice Tournament 11, and one of them is going home. Let's get down to the field. It is a single roll. Lowest dice wins. Frida Kahlo in blue with a 1. So Malala Yousafzai, an amazing competitor, a champion. She's now been eliminated. And Frida Kahlo, which, if this is her first, I think it might be her first. Is this her first? My gosh, this isn't impressive. I mean, she did come from the loser bracket, but let's see. I'm trying to find Dice Tournament 10 here to see if she was in Dice Tournament 10. No, she was not. She was not in Dice Tournament 10. We used to have this like grace rule where you wouldn't be eliminated if it was your first Dice Tournament, but no. This year it is cutthroat, baby. It is cut freaking throat. All right. Production. Here we go. Round of 12. We got Peach going up against Barney. Peach, I believe this is her second Dice Tournament. Here she is taking on a former champion in Barney. Low dice wins. Good luck, competitors. It is 3-5 in favor of Princess Peach. Peach has moved on, taking down Barney. Beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, here we go. Beyonce and Drewski in our next matchup. And as a reminder, if you're wondering about Drewski,
I don't need no Bluetooth speaker.
he doesn't need a Bluetooth speaker. All right, Beyonce is white and speckled. Drewski is green. Here they come. Going to the field for 3 and 6. That is a Beyonce victory. Beezus, as she is, less commonly referred to or known as. But if you're watching, I don't know if it was Dice Tournament 6, 6 or 7. We watched a clip of a Christian woman talking about Beezus and Hova, how sacrilegious it was. But here she is in the semifinals. All right, so our last round on the left-hand side is Joan of Arc versus Heath Ledger. We got France versus Australia. One roll competitors. Good luck. Joan of Arc in red, Heath Ledger in the white dice. Coming down is a 4-2-5 in favor of Joan of Arc. That was really exciting, actually. If we can get a little more of that kind of action, I'd like that a lot. So Joan of Arc actually has been in the finals in Dice Tournament 9 and Dice Tournament 10, and she's a win away from being in the finals again. Joan of Arc, solid player. All right, here we go. We're going to the right-hand side of the bracket. Our first matchup is Amelia de Moldenberg versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Amelia de Moldenberg is clear. Stone Cold is black. Coming in first roll. Good luck, competitors. That is a 1 for Amelia de Moldenberg and a 3 for Stone Cold. It's as if the low dice are Amelia's meal ticket. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But clearly she's been rolling low dice ever since Dice Tournament 6. But here at Dice Tournament 11, that is to her benefit because the low dice wins. And so here she took down Stone Cold. Congratulations, Amelia. If you're out there, I would love to eat some chicken with you. Drink a soda. Anyway, just facts. All right, here we go. Bob Marley taking on the Lakota Warrior, Crazy Horse. Bob Marley is blue and Crazy Horse is purple. So here we go. Let's cue up that other cam, huh? So we can get a little something extra, a little something extra. All right, here we go. We're gonna go from cam C. We're gonna watch them come in, and then we'll jet down. Bob Marley versus Crazy Horse. It is a 5-4 in favor of Crazy Horse. Congratulations to Crazy Horse. Who's moving on to the quarter semis? Semis? I think it's the semis. And our last matchup in the round of 12 is, and we've lost another camera, folks. We've lost another camera. We're gonna get a jingle and get that up and running. It's 27%. Not only that who will win, but it's will they make it. All right, so here we go. AOC LeBron is our next matchup. AOC LeBron. AOC LeBron. LeBron is the yellow dice. AOC is black and red. Here we go, folks. Coming in. 1-5 in favor of LeBron James. And here we are, folks. We are 5 minutes away from 11:11. It's beautifully timed. It's exactly how it's supposed to be. Will we crown the first ever champion of the Dice Tournament 11 at 11:11? Will we have a new champion? Right now, Frida Kahlo is in the finals. But in the brackets, Joan of Arc, Amelia de Moldenberg, and LeBron, 3 of the 6 that are still remaining are former champions. Will we have the first ever 2-time champion? I don't know. But we're going to find out. Our first matchup is going to be on the left-hand side. It's going to be Princess Peach in the blue, swirly, purple dice. It's going to be Beyonce in the speckled white dice and Joan of Arc in red. We're looking for Peach. We're looking for Peach. Where you at, Peach? Where you at, Peach? I don't need no Bluetooth speaker, but I do need something to kill the time because, man, I'm having trouble finding this dice. Here we go. Roll number 1, semifinals to go to the finals. Princess Peach, Beyonce, and Joan of Arc. Low dice wins, which means Beyonce has advanced to her very first Dice Tournament champion final. I have not seen Beyonce in a final. So Beyonce and Frida Kahlo have punched their ticket. And we have one more threesome that we will go to now. As we mentioned, we're very heavy in the department, and so I don't know what I was trying to say about that, but LeBron plays basketball. Oh God, y'all! All right, Crazy Horse is purple. Amelia de Moldenberg is clear. Here we go. last roll before the finals. Low dice wins. We got a 2, we got a 1, we got a 6. LeBron James takes down Amelia de Moldenberg. It's not the first time, I don't think. But here we go. We got our final locked in. It is LeBron James, Beyonce Knowles, and Frida Kahlo. So as a reminder, the finals is a best of 3 series. And so you'll roll 3 times. Whoever has the most wins will win. And it could go to sudden death after that. Let's find out. Frida Kahlo is blue. It's hard to see. It's hard to see. That's for show. Field. Where do we go? Get that field queued up. This is our final right here, folks. LeBron James, Beyonce, Frida Kahlo. It is blue, yellow, and white. First roll, a dice tournament 11. We need something dramatic here. We're just going to go Stranger Things because, you know, 'tis the day. One to 3. But if Beyonce plays this right, she could pull a jackass on LeBron. I gotta find it. I gotta take my finger off the button. Here we go. Alright, so Beyonce has a chance for a jackass. A jackass is if you bump somebody else's dice. They get the score they end up with, but it's called a jackass. And so far LeBron right now has it locked in with a 1. But here comes Beyonce. Can she pull a jackass? She doesn't. LeBron James is up 1-0. So LeBron James is 1 roll away from becoming the first ever 2-time Dice Tournament champion. Frida Kahlo and Beyonce. Can they do it? Here we go. Roll number 2. We got a 5, we got a 4, we got a 3. Without a doubt, LeBron James has become the first 2-time Dice Tournament champion. LeBron, congratulations. Subscribe, like, comment, send money. Love you. Dice, celebrities, chance, glory.